Hello guys and welcome. Subscribe if you're new. Transformers Prime Beast Hunters reintroduced the audience to a now reimagined Predacon race, a species of dragon-like Transformers that dominated Cybertron in a long-forgotten age, that was resurrected by Shockwave and the Decepticons to serve as the ultimate Autobot hunters in Transformers Prime Season 3. By the time of Predacons Rising, however, Predaking, Darksteel and Skylynx are the only Predacons alive, with seemingly more Predacon clones on the way in Shockwave's lab. But what became of all the Predacons during Transformers Robots in Disguise? Let's take a look at what happened to the Dragon duo first. So remember how at the end of Predacons Rising, Starscream sprung an oil leak because he was cornered by all three Predacons at Darkmount? Well, he survived the encounter. In fact, he appeared in Robots in Disguise to tell the tale of his escape.
Allow me to set the scene. Bravely, I faced them. I lured them deeper into the fortress. In an inner chamber, I found just what I'd been hoping for. Weapons hoarded by Megatron, capable of destroying even Predacons.
In summary, Starscream got lucky, and Darkmount's defenses vaporized Skylynx and Darksteel, which is honestly a shame as I felt more could have been done with those two. With the duo dead, that leaves just Predaking, the king of the Predacons, whose fate we discover in issue 6 of the Robots in Disguise IDW comic. At some unknown point, for some reason, Predaking travelled from Cybertron back to Earth, taking up residence in a cave carrying with him Starscream's severed arm. Eventually, Optimus Prime and Windblade come across this cave and its dragon host. But what's strange is that instead of talking to the two, Predaking instantly attacks them. The reason this is weird is that the last time we saw Predaking, he didn't really have a problem with the Autobots. He even formed an alliance with them to stop Unicron and his undead legion. Nevertheless, soon after, Predaking flies away to parts unknown, and then nothing. We would have probably found out more about Predaking and the Predacons in Robots in Disguise issue 7, but unfortunately the comic got randomly cancelled. Now before you ask about Shockwave and his clones, we never actually get to learn what happened to the Decepticon scientist or his experiments at all. However, there may be something to learn from the comic's cancellation. Take note that the comic issue was published January 20th, 2016, and the RID episode Starscream first appeared in, Pretzel Logic, first aired on September 24th, 2016. Hasbro most likely cancelled the comic as it would have delved into what happened to Starscream post-Prime, as it seemed to be setting something up with Predaking and Starscream's severed arm. All of this would have taken away from his big reveal in the actual cartoon. Even if we look at another returning Decepticon, Soundwave, there's no significant mention of him in the comics or any other media set post-Prime, which was probably done on purpose. So how does all of this help explain what happened with the Predacons? Well, I would say it's safe to assume the comics would have most likely played out akin to the show, with Starscream escaping and still killing Skylynx and Darksteel, albeit facing off against Predaking, who ripped off his arm. Furthermore, given how driven Predaking was to lead his people, as we see by how he overpowers the twin duo and how he literally rules over a graveyard at the start of Predacons Rising, it's also likely that Shockwave's cloning program didn't continue. Either Starscream forced Shockwave to, or he cowardly destroyed the lab in fears of an entire race being born to terrorize him. Or rather, Shockwave stopped cloning Predacons by choice. After all, Megatron disowned the Decepticons. With them seemingly at an end, there's no need for an army of Transformer dragons. Which finally leads into why Predaking went to Earth in issue 6, to hunt Starscream for essentially mistreating him and killing his people, using the treacherous Khan's arm to track him across space in a similar manner to how he tracked Wheeljack by just scanning the Autobot's energon. That's just a theory. I really wish that the comic series hadn't been cancelled. I mean, even if it was stopped because of it conflicting with the cartoon, it still doesn't make entire sense just because it's the line continuity, where the continuity is pretty much paper thin, if not non-existent. Well guys, what did you think? Did you want the Predacon story to be explored more after Prime than it was? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, then leave a like, and subscribe for more Transformers lore videos, which I plan on bringing back as a more regular thing. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and see you soon.